Kia ora and good evening. This is Mary Joseph coming live. I'm a licensed immigration advisor based in New Zealand, and I'm coming live every Thursday. And this is AJV Services. We are a student education migration services company based out of Hamilton here in New Zealand. And yeah, I come live every Thursday to talk to my students, to talk to my, we have a fan followers who regularly come live every Thursday, and our beautiful students who are working with AJV and have started their processes to come to New Zealand, and our students here in New Zealand. So while I wait for the rest of the gang, normally I have my team on backup who helps me to basically go through this live session, and they give me support and keep telling me that if there is a particular client who wants a particular information, they're always on backup. So I've got my beautiful team coming live from across the world. We have most of them based out of India. And we've got one of my teammates also working out of the US. So yeah, so we have my amazing team is coming online now while we talk. So before I go ahead and give immigration advice, I'd like to call out my license number, which is it is required by the Immigration Advisors Authority, which is 2018011050. You can go up and look up for my license number. Sorry guys, I'm just a little tired and what do you say, low on energy a bit, because Arun and myself, we were in Auckland, so we also started day pretty late, but we started off a bit early. We drove all the way to Auckland. We met the associate director of the international team called Rhiannon McKenzie of University of Canterbury. So we were there, we met her, and then we rushed back, took a quick break, and then we went to meet the international marketing manager of University of Waikato. So it was an amazing and productive day. Had some really good conversations about how better we can help students who are wanting to come to University of Waikato and University of Canterbury, two very important universities that we work with. We're having a lot of students going. They've got amazing programs. University of Waikato is great with management programs, and their outcomes have also been proven very, very good. And University of Canterbury is amazing with business information systems. They've got engineering programs, construction management. Their management programs are good, and of course, their engineering programs is something that I've already told you. So yeah. So what students are expecting, what kind of programs are popular. So we kind of exchange information. It was a great, amazing day. So yeah. So apart from that, what else? Yeah, so I may be a bit distracted and tired. It's not lack of interest, it's just that I've had a very, very long day. Right, so let me quickly check. Okay, so before we get started, a couple of ground rules. I will keep saying this through the session though. So first of all, non-AJV students, please introduce yourself by saying I'm an AJV student. It'll be easier for me to just go get to your query straight away without having to verify with my team whether you are an AJV student or not, because this session is mainly and predominantly for AJV students. It is mainly to support all our AJV students who would like to talk to a licensed immigration advisor here on the team. So it is mainly for all our AJV students, so that they can come and listen to a licensed immigration advisor. Okay. Apart from that, this is for the others who are in or student related questions to be answered by a licensed immigration advisor. Happy to do that as well. However, there's just a small catch. You will have to give your phone number. Without your phone number, all those queries without phone numbers, I will read them out and I will tell you that you need to leave your number. And once you leave your number, I'll come back to that question and an answer. So my team is around to support me with that. And question, okay? So Okay, how to reach us. Now, I can tell you that there are a couple of phone numbers that you can reach us on. If you want to reach us within India, it's 1-800 1036525. The email address is info@ajvglobal.com. If you want to reach us here in New Zealand, it's +64 22 605 2615. I'm available on call, text, WhatsApp, but please be aware of the timing when you guys send us messages and stuff, and don't expect me to respond immediately around the clock. I will come back to you within a couple of hours. And the email address that you can reach us on here is immigrationadvisor@ajvglobal.com. Righto. So I've given out all the contact information, and this will also remain because as a video after this session, so it'll be helpful for all those people who are seeing this video later. Right. So let's get into the questions. It's my introductory speech is done. Team, I hope you guys are already scrolling through the questions and checking. So the first person to comment is Jalil Jalil. Jali. Okay, sorry. I don't know if that's a pseudo name or that is your real name, but you say hello and I'm like, hello. So, so Jalil, my team is saying that you are in touch with my team member called Priscilla some time ago. And he said that my team member says that we'll have someone reach out to you. If you have any... Oh, have I already skipped a question? Hey team, I'm not able to see the questions. Just give me a second, guys. Yeah, so I'm also trying to go live in a couple of places. I'm trying to go live on Facebook page and the group, and YouTube. This broadcast is also live on YouTube, guys. So you people from YouTube, we'd ideally like you to come here onto Facebook. It'll be easier for us. Yeah. Okay. Hey team, can you please do me a favor by sharing all the comments collectively on the page session instead of the group? Yeah, because it'll be easier for me to answer that. Okay. So right, the first question is a Facebook group question. Okay, so that is hello ma'am, it is from Preksha Jain. Okay, Preksha, thank you so much, Preksha. Hello, ma'am. I'm currently pursuing bachelor's in law and I'm planning to apply for master's in applied management. Great. Next year through AJB, and I'm also planning with one of your advisors. Okay. I'm also in touch with one of your mail. Or should I offer something else? What are the job prospects for me in this regard? Okay. Preksha, the program as such is a good program, but I wonder what kind of career you're trying to seek, because you have finished a bachelor's in law. So if you're going to do an applied management program, at the most, that is the area that will be connected is to get into corporate law. Okay, applied management programs will not have papers like corporate law. Okay, so I'm trying to understand what kind of a career outcome you're looking at. Are you looking at working in the legal industry in a management position, so like a paralegal? But then if to have the paralegal kind of a position, you need to have some more of a legal studies rather than applied management. Yeah. So I would really like to understand what kind of outcomes you're looking at. Okay, so what I would recommend you to do is to talk to your advisor and try and get through to me so that we can discuss, because it is kind of vague for me. You are in touch with Nisha. Okay, so I see that you've been in touch with Nisha and Sai. So I would recommend you to talk to Nisha. Nisha is a good counselor. She's a good advisor. Please have a word with her. And Nisha will discuss in return with me and see how things will work out, because I really need to understand what kind of a career outcome you're looking at. Okay, so Preksha, yeah, stay in touch with my team. We've got a good team. They have a lot of information. If they are unsure about something, they will always discuss with me. We've got very senior people with experience, ex-INZ officers with us, and then we've got myself here and Arun. So we are 3 licensed advisors here in New Zealand. So a big group of people over here who's got so much of knowledge, and it's only fair that you discuss with us properly. But for that, you will need to get started and work with us. Okay. Okay, so the next one is from Malinga Visa. I am an AJV student. Okay. So Malinga, student visas normally it should take about 4 weeks, but right now at the moment INZ has suggested that it could take up to 10 to 12 weeks because they are very from the previous intakes. So they have suggested that right now they are having a bit of a struggle to clear out all the applications. So they have told us that it's going to take a minimum of about 10 to 12 weeks. That's what it is at the moment. However, we are hoping that there are going to be some changes because INZ did communicate to us that they are trying to manage this workload by bringing in more people, which will make the workload lesser and they'll be able to clear out applications more faster. There is no assurance at the moment, but we are just hoping that it will happen soon. Okay, so yeah, if it will come through. Okay, and all the best with your visa application. Next, we've got Foiza Ali Hussain. It's a FB group query. So Foiza says, hi, I have been offered a place to study in New Zealand in healthcare level 5 and level 6. Would love to have some advice on that. Please let me know if it's get into healthcare. I'm assuming that you are a health professional or have studied something related to healthcare in the past. If you have, then yeah, you could go ahead. But then if you're doing level 5, level 6, that means you could be a fresh high school graduate. So it depends, whether to do a course or not by doing a particular program. Okay, so what I would recommend is, since you have given out your number, thank you very much. One of my team members will reach out to you, will analyze your profile and tell you what exactly is the best thing to do in your situation. Okay, so stay in touch with my team. Okay, and they will help you if required. As I said, they will also discuss with me. Okay, so you're in safe hands. Just with all confidence proceed. When it's time, my team will also discuss with me, and then we will see if there is a problem. We will let you know. Okay, so that's what it is. Sounds good. And we have some more people joining in. Okay, next question is from Swastika Sinha. Swastika says, hello ma'am, I have completed my graduation in sociology and masters with an MPhil in India. I want to pursue PhD there and apply phone number. Okay, so I would recommend you to leave your details, a phone number there, so that I can come back and I can answer that question for you. Okay. Hi Shipra, good to see you online. Shipra Sharma is one of our students who's graduated from University of Canterbury. She's coming for an education related program. So yeah, so she's coming to watch this live from Christchurch. Okay. Let me quickly scroll through and see. I don't know, I seem to be missing certain questions. Just give me a second, guys. Team, please tell me if I'm missing any questions, especially from on the YouTube, the Facebook. It's quite a juggle. Need to just stay on top of it. Okay. So Malinga, you say that your application was lodged. You're an AJV student, and your application was lodged. Was lodged in December. Team, can you please tell me if Malinga is one of our students? Because he tells me that he's an AJV student and his application has been lodged in December, and we have not got his decision yet. So can you guys please confirm? Okay. Okay, so my team quickly tells me that I missed a question from Ankit Vagela. Have they started to process March and April applications yet? Team, Sai, can you also tell me if Ankit is one of our students? Okay, so Ankit, applications have been assessed for April, March and April applications have, so we don't have confirmation from INZ at the moment. I will have to I have to check with my team, guys. Okay, so just give me a second, Ankit. I will definitely check in my team and let you know. Team, can you please tell me if processed? Okay. So while we wait for that answer, I will see if there's any other questions. We have a question from Naman Singh. Naman says, hello, ma'am. I've completed my bachelor's in hospitality and hotel administration, and after that, I've done a program which I did not complete. Is there any course or study so that I can work here? Naman, can you please leave your number? Yeah. Uh, Nia. Nias, I cannot see your question. I'm sorry, you have mentioned as madam, please, but I your number. Okay. I see that you've got a very important question and I will answer that. Can you please leave your number so that I can answer that question, right? Just give me a second. Let me check if it's somewhere else. Because I don't know, sometimes it seems to get lost with so many other queries around. Team, can you place Nias's question for me, please? Because I don't seem to find it. Let me just say how to reach an age problem. Honestly, do not understand. I think your question is that, I am a senior student and how can I reach New Zealand? I think that is what your question is, right? So the age is not a criteria over here for New Zealand. As long as you've got the money and English and the genuine intention to come and study in New Zealand, you should be able to study. However, it depends on what your intention is, depends on what the outcome you're looking at, Nias, okay? So what I would recommend is, since you've given your number, my team will get in touch with you and they will assess to see if you will be able to get a visa, whether you've got connect with my team and they will assist you with that. Okay. Ankit, I have an update. Delays. The last we heard from them was been delays, and that's exactly why we are encouraging and urging you all to apply in advance, apply way in advance, so that you'll be able to get a fair chance. Where if you file at least 10 weeks prior to course start date, there is a bit of a possibility that will be applied on time. So we request you guys, whoever's interested to apply to New Zealand, to study in New Zealand, to plan in advance and apply in advance. Ankit, my team tells me that yours was lodged only in April. So I think it'll take at least another month or so for them to get there. But if it's for July, there's nothing alarming at the moment. You're still in May. You've applied well in advance. So I think you should be all right. Even if you get the visa 15 days prior to your course start, that's fine. That's the reason you've applied so much in advance, right? So there's so that's what it is. Right. So also my no fair play. I see that my team tells me that there's nobody, you don't work with us. Okay. So if you're not working with us, I cannot give you an update on your application. Okay. But I'm also telling you that ANZ is taking a while. So you should, all our applications that were lodged in December have already been given a decision. So there is some for your visa. Okay. Because we don't have a clue about your application because we have not filed it. Okay. So please go and talk to your advisor or your agent, whoever has applied for this. Leave your number. I can see a lot of questions there, a very, very good questions that I'd like to answer, but I don't see any contact details. So as I said earlier in this session, that we'd request you and recommend that you guys leave your numbers. Otherwise, it's just going to be one-way street where I'll, okay? So please leave your phone number so that we can answer. Shoaib Khan, good question. Please leave your number. Okay. Naman, thank you so much for sending me a number. Let me just go back and answer that question of yours. So Naman says, hello ma'am, I've completed my bachelor's in hospitality and hotel administration in 2018. And after that, I've done a program which I did not complete. Is there any course or study that I can study so that I can work there? Naman, definitely there is no problem. And you've just, graduated recently. you've just finished in 2018, so it's barely a year. So I don't see any problem if you want to study in New Zealand. You can, if you've got the genuine interest and the money, definitely you can, PG diploma in hospitality management, which will give you a 3 years post study work visa. You'll be able to have enough time in hand to be able to find yourself a job and progress into a resident class visa. Okay. So what I would recommend you, Naman, is to get in touch with my team. You've given your ones, see if it fits your budget. English is really important, so you will have to take your IELTS, which will be 6.5 requirement. So all that. So my team will prep you with that, Naman. But then yes, there is good scope for people in the hotel and hospitality industry, and I would strongly recommend you to. Also got Sohaib from Pakistan, who's given his number. So, hey, yes, there is no problem with people from Pakistan to come to New Zealand to migrate. We have a lot of people who have come to New Zealand. From the best pathway at the moment is to do a student visa, is because it's a more stable option and you have a lot more time to be able to achieve something. To post a job search, skilled migrant category job search visa. For that you will need to qualify. You need to get 160 points and things like that, which could be often tough if you do not have. I would recommend you to do is to discuss with my team, and they will guide you through accordingly. If there is a chance you will qualify, they will definitely forward your CV across to me as well for an assessment. So speak to my team when they get in touch with you. Do share your details and they'll be able to help you. Okay. Right. Thank you, Shoaib. Got your number as well. Okay. Okay. Right. So we've got number. Naman says, thank you. You're welcome. Charles Akemu. So I see a lot of phone numbers. Guys, you will have to also paste your queries with your phone numbers in case you are missing that. We or my team members, whenever they contact you, you can always share your queries with them, but I would recommend you to leave your number and then the query. Okay. I'm just quickly checking on the other group as well, but I see that you have not answered. Leave your number. Gagandeep Singh, please leave your number. Yogi Patnala, please leave your number, and then we can take it from there. Okay. Then we have somebody called Sandesh or Sandeep. Yeah, we have Sandesh Maxi who also has pasted a question, and my team has asked for the phone number. Sandesh, you also have a very good question. You're saying I'm about to complete a 1 year diploma in business level 7 from EIT. Auckland. So far, her studies. What is the process of getting a job search visa, and what is the process of getting a job search visa, and how many years of job search would she get? Could you please explain this? Sandesh, you will have to get in touch. I mean, I will ideally say ask your wife to get in touch with me. My number is 0226052615. Ask her to call me here directly. Guys, it's not something that I can explain. I cannot give you a document checklist on a live session like this, right? So you will obviously need to pay a service fee to us so that we'll be able to share. And if I can give her whatever free advice I can give her, I will do so. But to take a proper immigration advice and take our assistance, you will have to pay a fee. Okay. So my team will get in touch. Okay. Hanan Saif, thank you so much for sharing your number. So Hanan's question is, I will complete HSC from Bangladesh in 2000. Okay, he starts with saying, will I go? I've completed HSC from Bangladesh in 2011. I mean, whether you'll go or not, it's your choice. But whether you're eligible or not, I will have to look at your profile in total because you can afford to study. So I would recommend you to talk to my team and explain your requirement, and plus my team will see whether you are eligible for whatever options that we are suggesting. So stay in touch with my team, and we'll be able to help you. Okay. Okay. Feeling so so exhausted. I'm sorry, but I My energy meter is just dropping and dropping and dropping and dropping slowly, slowly, slowly. Right. Hmm. Okay. Don't seem to have their questions anywhere. Just give me a second, guys. Okay. Okay. Hanan Saif, I've already answered that question. Shoaib Khan, so I can certainly look at a student visa, of course. Yeah, you can certainly do that. Preeti, thank you so much for sharing. Can I study? Will my spouse be able to join with kids? Preeti, the spouse accompanying and the kids also joining you on, say, student visas domestic level is based on the level of your study, Preeti. Okay, so for you to be able to support your family, to accompany you, say, if your husband to come on a work visa and your children to come on a domestic student visas, then you will have to do a program which is a bachelor's at a level 7, which is on the long term skill shortage list, or you should be able to do the postgraduate study, okay, which is level 9. Now, in your situation, there are not too many programs at bachelor's levels purely which is on the long term skill shortage list. Okay, so what you will need is we'll need to do a bit of checking as to what other courses you'll be eligible for. So when my team reaches out, please share your details and then we will see how that, what is suitable for you. Okay. Okay. Okay, Harish Tinna says, query about bachelor's degree in hospitality and tourism. Harish, thank you so much for your number. Harish, I don't know what you mean by that. What query do you have about the bachelor's degree in hospitality and tourism? There is a lot of demand for people in hospitality here because New Zealand has more tourists than the people who live here. Revenue from there from tourists coming and visiting the country. So yes, it's a big industry. But yes, of course, there's going to be a fair bit of competition because there are people with New Zealand citizens basically also competing for those positions. Hospitality as such is not in the long-term skill shortage list. However, chefs are. Okay, so what I would recommend you to do is when my team connects with you, please share your profile and then they will also see how much of money you need to do a bachelor's and options depending on your budget and your requirement. Okay, so I hope I've helped you with that, Harish. You please talk to my team and they will help you. Okay. Rajshekhar, Bablu, much. Malinga Key. Okay, this is interesting. Team, can you please check if we've got somebody by the name of Malinga Key? Because as far as okay, so my team actually tells me you are Chandimal. Okay, Chandimal, you have of your name because you seem to have a name called Malinga Ki, which is a pseudo name for your Facebook profile. How would we know, man? Anyways, I know you. If it's Chandimal, I know Chandimal is one of our students. So yeah, so you're. But then his course had only a jazz intake. I wanted to go sooner, so you wanted to. I'm just quickly reading the update that my team gave Chandimal. Just give me a second. Okay. Chandimal, it looks like your application is in progress, and also because there was this unfortunate event in Sri Lanka, because of which you also changed your plans, and from April intake you wanted to go to July, and then again we had to bring you back for the April intake. So, sorry for the now you're looking at July intake as the last one. So we have the acknowledgement that you want to stick with your original offer as on the 24th of April. So my team is working on it and we request you to please be patient. I can see my team is very clearly shown me the email that we got from the technical advisor, Stephanie Matthias at Immigration New Zealand. She's very clearly confirmed that she's going to send that offer to the assessing officer. So obviously there was some change in plans. So of course there's been a bit further delay, Chandimal. So there's nothing alarming at the moment. As far as I can see, that there was an application, your allotment, that is good. If your application's been allotted, that's good. Okay. However, I must warn you guys and caution you that there's a lot of scrutiny happening for Sri Lankan applications, because they have seen and heard that there are bank statements, because of which immigration New Zealand is flagged a bit with the application from Sri Lanka has happened, and there's going to be a further delay because they seem to be taking longer to do verify from Sri Lanka. We applied for his post-study work visa, and then they went back and they were verifying his student visa application. Luckily, him to put any fake documents, so his application came through. But there's another student who's also us now for a post-study work visa, and she's struggling. She seems to be having a bit of trouble because that immigration New Zealand's unable to go back and verify the documentation which she had provided at her visa time. So all you Sri Lankan students, please play fair. Okay, so you do not want to get into trouble at that point in time. You might some adjustments, but they say, what goes around comes around. So please be very cautious and play a fair game. You don't have to provide any fraudulent documentation and all that. It will not be a long standing so just please bear that in mind. Okay. Right. So Chandimal, don't worry, it should come through. It's just a matter of time. Okay. If you've given us, I know that you would have given us all genuine documentation, so it should come through, no problem. Ashad Hussain, I am a business degree holder with several years of work experience. Which category am I suitable? Ashad, you'll have. Okay, we have Bats Shabir who says, I've done BSc in nursing, having 1 year clinical experience in ICU. Can I get a job as a nursing staff? And what about salary? Um, Bahat Shabir, what will happen in your situation is, in order to get a registration and something called, because you've graduated overseas, you will need to get something called a competency assessment program done. Okay, now this program is a 13 weeks program where they basically assess to see how good you are with, and is your bachelor's of nursing on par with the New Zealand one. And if you clear that, you will be able to then apply, meet whatever the IELTS requirement is, and then apply for your registration as a nurse. However, to even get into the cap, you need minimum 2 years of work experience and 7 bands of IELTS with no band less than 7. Okay, that is very, very important. So in your situation, but I would suggest you to first finish 2 years of experience, and then also clear your English. It is very, very important, and then we'll be able to advise you at that point in time what. Now the other thing is, plan well in advance and prepare yourself. Okay, um, get 1 more year of experience. That's the most critical thing. Okay, I hope I've clarified that one. Rajashekar Bablu, he says, I've discussed in sales to boom my career. Okay. So, Rajshekar, unfortunately, we do not do job placements. If you're looking for a team connects with you, please share your details and then we will see how we can help you with that. Okay? Right. Eshat Muhammad says, I would like to get a job in New Zealand. My specialty is human resource. I have 9 years of work experience currently. Number, don't really think you've shared your number. Just give me a second. Okay, Ashad, I see that you have not shared your number again the second time around when you pasted your query. So I'm going to skip that. I'm sorry. Okay. Please leave your number. Prabhash Devinda says, as it's an FB group question, degree when I graduate, what level of qualification and intent? Cardiff BA honors, I think BA honors degree should be a level 8. Okay. So what do you mean by top up? I'm not really sure. So if further opportunities from there. It's you can finish your BA honors, which is a level 8, and be able to get into a level 9 program here straight away without having to do a PG diploma. So that is possibly one of the options that you can consider. Just because it's a UK university, you won't get any separate preference as such, except for IELTS waiver. Yeah. So I hope I've answered that question, Josh. I'm just going to quickly check for other questions. All you watching this query on YouTube as well, can you guys please leave your phone numbers so that my team can paste those questions? Okay, thank you. Yogi, I see that you please share your phone number. Kagandeep, please share your phone number. Let me check for the questions from Kamal Sharma and Lavdeep. Okay. Team, am I skipping any questions? Okay. Confusing at times because I'm reading through a lot of questions and I just have to ensure that I've covered it all. So yeah, thank you. Posts and a lot of questions. I just hope I have not missed any of them. Okay, I'm just gonna take a quick break. Okay. Okay, team, is there any other questions? I don't seem to be getting any response from you guys as well. Um, team, can you please confirm? Okay. I kind of get some rest, I can say, right? I don't seem to have any other questions. Team, can you please confirm if there are any other questions that I'm missing out, any questions that the board, yeah? Okay. Right, so what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna quickly wrap this up. Yeah, so I'm extremely, I don't know, exhausted, but there seems to be no other question. I go away. If you guys have any questions that have not been answered, you can directly send me an email at immigrationadvisor@ajvglobal.com, or you can send an email to info@ajvglobal.com. Anybody based in New Zealand, you can reach me directly on 0226052615. If you're calling from overseas, you can add a guys. I'm sorry I'm low on N2 today, very low in terms of my energy. But if you have any other questions that you'd like to be answered, leave your queries there. My team will connect you guys to me after this live session as well. Thank you for your patience, and I'm really sorry if I look very, very dull and down, but I hope I've been able to answer whoever have come in and given your numbers. Thank you very much, and you guys have a good evening, the rest of the evening. Thank you very much.